Hello everybody, my name is Farmer Phil, and today is my day in September. Don't ask me what we're going to be doing yet. The noise you were just hearing is Bertie scratching himself, and he now wants to go outside, as you can see there. That's him wanting to go out, so bear them out. But anyways, I don't know what we're going to be doing today. The plan was that we'd be going back to getting more harrowing and winter crops in, but as you may be able to see there, you may not, it's a bit wet outside. It's wet, just no two ways about it. So I don't know what we're going to end up doing. It was forecasted rain in the morning and it'd dry off, and then tomorrow's to be relatively dry, so hopefully we'll get back to it. If not, don't know what we're going to do. Maybe go out slurry, maybe move more cattle. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But we'll probably start off today by going in and feeding calves and getting all the cattle fed and whatnot. Also, as you may have seen, my lovely Farmer Phil mug. You want to get one for yourself. Link in the description down below to my merchandise page. Also, just recently released kids size clothing, so kids hoodie and a kids no school like old school t-shirt. So if you want to get one, head in the description down below. Come on, Bertie. So we're just here, going to get teleporter, going to strip the pit of silage. Bulls are all in now. I'm going to do a separate video on the bulls being in. And we're just here. Harvest 2020 finished yesterday, and we now have a shed packed to the brim with grain. So we always reckon there's about 50 ton in a bay, so there's 450s. There's about 200 ton of grain in there, which is more than enough for what we need. So I actually think they're going to sell some of the oats, which is what's there. It's the last stuff we caught yesterday. We had a full crew on yesterday. We had my two sisters were driving, my brother was driving, with two drivers in, and then me and my father and my uncle. We're all out and about at it on a Sunday as well, which is, yeah, it's just had to be done. But anyways, yeah, so yesterday was a very busy day for us. But anyways, we'll go get the telly upon the forks, go strip the pit of silage, and then I suppose we'll go get feeding bulls. And yeah, so anyways, I just said I'd show you that. So we're just ready to move tires now, and I should be bringing the tires to the back of the pig shed over there, but the combine is in the way. The combine's just back, and they're going, hopefully now it'll get washed down and de-dusted and all tidied up to be put in for the winter. That's why it's in the yard, to be washed and put in. So I'm just going to have to move tires over there, and then I'm going to have to, whenever that's all gone, move them out to the back of the shed out of the way then. But yeah, so we'll go move these all over a bit. So we're just heading back into the farm after having the coffee in the morning, and I'm trying to sort out my insurance. A bit of time has passed, get insurance renewed, and I cannot get anyone in the call center because I can't make any changes online that need to be made. It's very annoying, such a waste of time. Anyways, we'll go find something a bit more productive to be at. So we're going to go get the 3075 put back on the diet feeder. 6270 can go ring rolling now because it's practically finished with. But so yeah, just said we'd look, there's the whole crop now. The whole crop we'll lay out to the channel so we could get it early on. That's it there. Lovely stuff, lovely stuff. So what issues we are going to have now with the only having bulls in, and we want them to be nearly just getting whole crop on their own when we do get going, that we have to eat so much silage to get so much whole crop, because you can't exactly undermine the whole crop out of it. It's kind of the downside to doing it this way. And also we'll only be splitting, going half in the pit and then going straight in, because one half of the pit is pure silage whereas the other half is half whole crop, half silage. Yeah, it's not ideal, but until we get young stock in and our heifers and bullocks in, we'll have to kind of do it. It'll be the same like last year. There'll be so far and there'll be an elbow, and then I'll do a video on straightening it, and you know yourself, usual old crack. But anyways, we'll go get the 3075, get the diet feeder going, and go get the bullies fed. So we're just on the top field, all nicely sowed, winter barley in it. We'll pick up the 3075 right back to the yard, take off the ring roller, put on the diet feeder, and this is off, isn't it? Yes, now hopefully this yoke starts, because it wouldn't start yesterday because my brother left the dead man's on, so hopefully it's charged enough. Whew. Right, yeah, we're in business. Also, you may see we now have a dyna shift back in action, so it's great. Dyna shift now back on the 3075. Slowly but surely we're fixing some of the broken stuff, but I don't think we're fixing as quick as things are breaking. But whatever, we'll be home back to the yard. So just have the diet feeder full, so hopefully this will be enough to do both sides of the bulls. Oh, excuse me, the mill peat and the sackhead shed. I suppose one other thing, some of you probably wondering why isn't the Ursus on the diet feeder. That's because the clutch is gone on the Ursus and my father doesn't want to put it on until we get the clutch fixed. So until that time we're in the 3075 doing the diet feeding, and to be perfectly honest, I prefer the 3075 on the diet feeder. Great set of mirrors on it, and it's just nice for tractor to drive about the yard, so it is. But anyways, we're in with the bulls now. We'll time lapse and we'll get all these boys fed. They're all lying down chewing their cuds. So we're just going to patch this hole, as you've probably seen. So we're just clearing it out. I have to climb into the diet feeder, we put it on the inside. So tractor's off, deadman's is off, and shaft is off. So a couple of safety features for getting into the diet feeder. Anyways, get in now, yeah?
Make your way in.
Right, up the ladder I go. So this is just a temporary measure till we can get a new liner, because we can't exactly not feed the cattle. So this will just cover that hole up, lump of a barrel. We'll bolt it in rather than tech screw it with washers, because just in case when it's gone there can't be a whole lot of metal left in any of it up and down. So yeah, just have to wait for a new piece. And the feeder's emptying itself out very well, so it is.
Right here, push that down, you know.
Right. So, just after having the dinner, got finished up with the diet feeder, and yeah, forgot to pick up the camera when it's finished, but anyways, had the dinner now, on the boots, don't need the wellies now, we're going off Harrowing. The weather has picked up, it's gone dry now, so it's time now to go borrow one of my sister's minis, and away we go to go harrow up a bit of ground for sowing winter bar, or I don't know, is it winter wheat or winter barley we're sowing actually? Winter corn. And when I refer to corn, it's not corn on the cob, maize as we call it. It's corn as in any grain cereal that we grow. There's Bertie. So anyways, yeah, we'll go do that. Drone is with me so we get some nice footage, and my father will be coming to sow it as well. I think it's the tractor left up there, but anyways, we'll mosey on and get working. So we're just checking straw on our way to the harrow. See whether it's fit to bale or need to be turned, or what's it like. It's wet. It wants to be turned.
Yeah, but it's time enough turning that tomorrow.
Yeah.
If we're not going to be able to this evening.
Yeah, there's no point.
Just run through it again.
Yeah, no, that's wet. The bit of rain this morning just spoiled that now. So yeah, most of it got baled yesterday, but the dew fell before we could get it all done, and then there was a supper rain there, that supper rain there this morning. Just left the thing wet now. It's dry on top, but we get down into it, just hasn't dried yet. Anyways, we'll be on to the harrow, and we'll send someone up to go turn this evening, and maybe hopefully get it baled then tomorrow. So here we are at the 3690 dipper for oil. She's a bit low, but she'll have to do. No. Oh. Drone down there. Start it up. So we have a 22 acreage field to do. Draft control is acting up. No. So we have a, yeah, as I said, 22 acreage, 20 acreage field to do. It's going to take a while, and Father Phil will be up shortly then to start sowing. He's one field I was at yesterday ready to sow, so he'll be sowing that while I'm getting the next one ready. And I forgot to get the holder for this to put on in the cab. Anyways, I'll just tip on and get that, and we get harrowing, and we'll fly a drone when I get out in the middle of this big field. So first things first, now we're out here, we just have to take off these furrows where the field was ploughed, leaving a furrow in the field, so we just harrow them out. It just means that we don't get hit the speed bump every time we go up and down, because we'll be going lengthways up and down that way. So we have to go around the headlands and take out these. 2 runs of the harrow should level them out enough that they're not noticeable. Should anyways. So it'll be a little bit rough just doing this run now. And that's what we have to do. Big field.
I just realized I've built walls a mile high to protect my heart, but now I'm all alone, stuck on the inside. The heart doesn't need a castle, it needs a bridge. Been too scared that I'd unravel. Brick by brick, I built these walls. Now I know that I am strong. Just watch me I criticized myself for trusting lies. I know I can't hide, 'cause then I'd be alone, stuck on the inside. The heart doesn't need a castle, it needs a bridge. Been too scared that I'd unravel. Brick by brick, I built these walls. Now I know that I'm enough. Just watch me tear them down. I'm gonna tear them down. If it couldn't break your heart, is it really love? If it can't tear you apart, is it really love? Just watch me march towards the battle. I'm gonna tear down this castle. I'm gonna tear down this castle. I'm gonna tear down this castle. Watch me march. If it couldn't break your heart, is it really love? If it can't tear you apart, is it really love? If it couldn't break your heart, is it really love? If it can't tear you apart, is it really love?
So, we're going away. Maybe I have a quarter of the field done, tight enough. My father wants me to stay here till I'm finished. But lights aren't exactly great on this tractor, so it's not just going to. I don't know, we'll have to see later here, see what happens later on. But we're tipping along nicely, tearing up pretty good now. Just after flying the drone there, you really do miss me brother when I really do miss me brother for flying the drone, because it left me that I could just drive the tractor, concentrate what I was doing, not try and drive and fly, which is very hard to do. And yeah, you just miss having bro for doing those flying. But sure, look, he's back at school now for as long as the schools can stay open, I suppose. And yeah, it's just tricky. But no, look, we're hurrying away. One of the things you might have seen, and you've probably seen already, that the harrow is leaving a ridge when working on one side. Not over sure why. So you can see going up this way now, you can see the ridges it's leaving, the ridge, every line it leaves a ridge. That's because it's missing a disc that should be on that side that just kind of levels that. And I'm pretty sure it wasn't on it when we bought it, so we're going to have to make up something. It's especially bad on ploughed ground. It's not so bad when you're mini tilling, but on ploughed ground it shows up really bad. So it is something. But the ring roller, and even the saw for that matter, literally the after her times and the saw is enough to take that little bit of a level bit out of it. But it is annoying at the same time. There's not much else to say. 3690 is flying along, tipping away. It is getting a little bit hot. The rod probably wants to be blew out or dusted. It's done all the harrowing. Yeah, this is new ground as well. We're after renting. We're after renting quite a lot more tillage ground, and yeah, we actually have 120 acres of winter corn, so winter barley and winter wheat to go in the 120 acres that we have for winter crops. So yeah, it's the most we've had in nearly ever, I'd say. This extra bit of tillage ground we have as well, it means that we've lots. We've like more than enough. As it is with the harvest complete, as you seen earlier, we've more than enough than what we need to feed all our cattle. And with the extra tillage, we're probably going to end up selling some like we used to do. But yeah, and also we're going to be sowing maize next year because of all the winter crops we're getting in, and just in general, just all extra tillage. We're going to buy in some maize for next year, so that'll be interesting. I don't know whether we'll so be or not. We'll have to wait till next year and see. It's long enough away anyways. Yeah, we're back growing quite a considerable amount of tillage. We'll be back up over the 200 acres mark now with this extra bit of land. Yeah, anyways, there's not much else to say except for it's a big field, and I could really do with that 10-metre potting for this carrot. There'll be no time rattling this out. But I don't think the 3690 will be able to pull it, and I'd say the 6499 would struggle as well. But that 10-metre disc would really get me out of this very quickly. But anyways, we'll have to stick away with our 3-metre limpkin and keep harrowing away. So anyways, we'll leave it at that. We'll pick it up later. I don't think Father Phil is going to be coming down to sow. He wants to be able to come and sow both in the one go, so I think he's going to leave it till tomorrow. Tomorrow's promised good, so yeah. It's just a matter of me getting this hard now tonight, which I'll probably be here for a while, because it's nearly 6 o'clock there now, so yeah. It's going to be a late one. It's just starting to get dark now. Half 7. So I don't know. I have half the field covered now, or harrowed, but it's going to take another while to get the rest of it done. Anyways, what can we do but just keep going, keep harrowing it. It's probably one of the worst things about the way that I do the harrowing. If you can see there, there's only a narrow strip about the width of the bonnet that isn't harrowed. That's just kind of, it's always down to that like last run or two where you just have small bits to do, or you end up with not square. But other than that, a lot quicker than lifting it and then turning around and coming back down, and lifting it and turning around and going back down along yourself. Doing it in rounds, I think is a whole lot faster. Anyways, I put down this camera before I get to this pole so I can get around them without running into anything. So now, you can't see a whole lot, but it is 10 o'clock and I'm just going to bait on home now. I have enough done. I have the field all hired by the headlands, and I can't really see a whole lot, so we're going to leave it till in the morning. We'll maybe talk a bit maybe when we get home. But yeah, I'd actually forgot I had the camera and everything till I was about to drive off, so hence the car's running and the lights are on. But anyways, we'll be on home. So it's time to increase the humidity on the incubator. We're hatching eggs here. I can't remember whether I said it or not, but we've an incubator full of eggs, so we're on the countdown now to hatching, so we need to start increasing the humidity. So I need to get into my settings here and change the humidity. I'm after skipping it. Start again. Now bring it up in increments so that we reach the desired humidity for the end, and that's to do with so that the eggs so that the moisture or the humidity makes the eggshells and the membrane softer, so it leaves the chicks easier to go, especially because I have some French copper marrons in there and their eggs are very hard, or have a very hard eggshell. So yeah. Also, I am making a video on the progress of these hatching, so that will be coming in another week or so when they hatch. So yeah, we'll do that, and yeah, we'll finish the video off later. So that is it for today's video. Back at home, it is 11:30, just going to start editing videos, and yeah, so yeah, it's a short enough video for today's video, probably the shortest one of my monthly videos that I've done. Just didn't film as much as I probably normally would, but then I spent most of the day harrowing, and there's only so much you can show or video when you're harrowing. And you're probably saying, yes, this owl hair is getting very long and needs to be cut, and I could do with an owl shave, and that's just getting time to do them things is hard enough at times. But yeah, I don't know what else to say. I feel like there was so much more else to say, but cannot for the life of me remember it. So I cannot. Bertie is fast asleep beside me here, so I'm going to start into editing Thursday's video. And yeah, I can't think of anything else I'm supposed to say. So look, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I don't think it was over long, and make sure to check out the description down below for all them other bits, merchandise and all that, especially now with kids sized hoodie and t-shirt, old school, no school like old school t-shirt now available. So if you want to check that out, and yeah, follow me on Instagram and Snapchat. And I haven't actually, in the last while I haven't been overly active on Snapchat or Instagram, just don't seem to find the time to play on it really. That seems to be the height of it, but it's there. You want to follow me and see what I'm at on a regular basis. And yeah, so that is it from me. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday. Good luck.